Yes.
All right, there'll be the time when the priest will come up and they'll state the registry. La Yashal. This will be the time that the priest up here will uncover the scroll. Aymadim, which means to stand. Wapanyahak with dumb and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kwadash, Hayya, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Daba'a, Ratazaka, Hayya, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayya, Bashamayim, Nathundanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawaknawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawakinawa, Wala'a, Dabaya'a Nawa, Banasayawad, Abal, Hawashai Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Watapara, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahawashai, Baba Kwashah, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lava Pa'a, Chamakala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakuyim, Hamathium, Hakak, Al-Khawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashun, Ba'ashim Yahawashai, the water Aman. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashai, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the leprous, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahawashai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, All-Hawaryim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al-Yanawam, Shemorka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yagashun, Shawamor, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shemorka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al-Yad, Yunyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a. It's like your La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Yashamor, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Taza'afka, Wabba, it's like it, Wabba Wa'aka, Ma'ita, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al damayalaka. Al the karash. Wa al tashakwat. Al kayahana. Awayabyaka. Yahama yawan. Woman shanayaka. Nasha'awa. Ra'ash. Al aimaka. Ya'arayamwa. Sawad. Wayata ya'aitazawa. Al tazapawanyaka. Amorwa. Lakawa. Wanakakidam. Magoya. Wala'a. Yazakar. Sham Yasha'ala. Aiwad. Kaya. Nawa aitazawa. Lab. Yakadwa. Alyaka. Baryak. Yakarafwa. Aholia. Adawam. Wayashama Aliyam. Mawa'aba. Wahagoyim. Gabal. Imawan. Wa'amawan. Wa'amalak. Palashat. Am Yeshabya. Tazawar. Gam Ashawar. Nalawa. Imam. Hayawa. Zavawai. Labanya Lawat. Salah. Aisha Laham. Kamadyan. Kasayasa Ra'a. Kayabyan. Banafal. Koyashwan. Nashamadwa. Ba'ayan Da'ara. Hayawa. Daman. La'adama. Shayathamwa. Narayamawa. Ka'irab. Wakaza'aba. Wakazabak. Wakatazalmanai. Kaul. Nasayakamwa. Ashor. Amorwa. Nayarasha. Lanawa. Na'awa. Alahayim. Alahaya. Shayathamwa. Kagalgala. Kakwash. Lapanya Raka. Ka'ash. Daba'ira Ya'ira. Wakalahaba. Talahat. Hoyam. Khan. Taradatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasawapatka, Dabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Slaki Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ay, Wayahaporwa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahawa, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al Kal, Rataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. No more remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Ored, and like Ze'er, yea, all their princes like Zabah, like Azabah, and Azamuna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the winds, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be it. Do the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Yaka'ala, wa Alahayim, Matazad Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawatyim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kudazayanyim, Ha Kayayalyim, Wa Agwafyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, the water of mud. In the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. We're going to do bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Barak Lanawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wahaba Yasafarim, Barak, Rapa'ah, Magun, Hagun, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. What we just said in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabium, which means everyone can be seated. Shalom Israel, with the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We are not affiliated with any other Israelite group nor any other Christian organization. The Sabbath service is a very important class to attend. Very, very important class to attend. All right, this is where you learn your culture. This is where you learn your heritage. This is where you learn to come back and serve the Lord. All right, this is how we learn. This is how we are able to teach so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which are God's chosen people, the culture. All right, the culture that the Lord gave. All right, to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Man, that's very, very important to understand. Very, very important to understand. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get Joshua chapter 6 in the Hebrew. That's where we left off. So we were in Joshua. All right, we were in Joshua chapter 6. All right, we were in Joshua chapter 6. That's where we left off. We finished off Joshua chapter 5. All right, that's what we left off at. So it's a lock it. So now, let's get Joshua chapter 6, verse 1 in the Hebrew. All right. Joshua chapter 6, verse 1 in the Hebrew. It's like it. Where your kawa, where your rock, it's like it. Your rock, where your cock, it's like it. Your yakwa. Where yakwa, saparta, womasanarta, ma banya yasha'ala, ayan, yawataza, wa ayan ba'a. Verse 2, where ya amor yahawa, al yahawa shai ra'a, natathya, where ya darak, it's like it. Wa dak, baya, it's like it. Baya dak, it's like it. Bayad, it's like it. Bayadka, ah. Yarayakwa, Wa'a, Slaki Wa'a, Malaka, Gawa, Slaki, Gabawar, Gaba warrior, Ha Khayal. Verse 3. Wasabathma, Ah, Ha'ayar, Kaul, Anashya, Ha Malachama, Wakarak, Ha Koryak, Ah, Ha'ayar, Ha'ain. Ha'ain, Achaf, Ka, Da'aisha, Shashaf, Yamya. Verse 4. Wayashabai, Kahanyam, like it. Yasha'awa, Shabai. It's like it. Shabaya. Shawaparwa. Shawapar. It's like it. Shawaparwa. Haya one lakam, it's like it. Haya wabal, haya wabalium, lapanya, ha aran, wabayam, yawam, wabayawam, haya shabai, it's like hashabayaya, the shabwa, ha'ayar, shabai, ha'aimium, wa kahanyam, yatakorai, it's like it. Yatakwaiwa, bashawaparwa. Verse 5. Wahaya, bamashak, it's like a bamashka, bakoran, hayawabal, bashamaikam, kashamaikam, kawal, hashawar, it's like a hashawapar. Yara'aiwa, Kal, Ha'aim, Bara'ai, it's like it. Tawa'ai, Gadawala, it's like it. Gadawalha, wa Nepal, it's like it. Nepalha, wa Nepalha, Hawamath, it's like it. Hawamath, Ha'ayar, the Khathya, Wa'alwa, Ha'aim, Ayash, Nagadwa. Verse 6. Waya Yahawashai Ban Nawan Al Hakahanyam Waya Amar Alaham Alham Sha'awa Af Habawan Habarayat Washabai Salaki Washabai Kahanyam Yasha'awa Shashabai Shawaparwa Yawabalim Lapanya Awawan Yahweh. Verse 7. Waya Amar Al Ha'aim Ibarwa Wasab wa Ha'ayar Wahakalawataza Wahakalawataza Ibar Ibar Lapanya Awawan Yahweh. Alright, that's the first 7 verses in the Hebrew. Now we're going to get Joshua chapter 5. We're going to get Joshua chapter 5. Alright, we're going to start at verse 1. Joshua chapter 6 verse 1, Salakia. Joshua chapter 6 verse 1 in the English. Now Jericho was straitly shut up because of the children of Israel. None went out and none came in. So now Jericho, right? So this is where the children of Israel are near, where the children of Israel are at. Alright? And it was shut up. Alright? Because the children of Israel were there. None went out and none came in. Verse 2. And the Most High said unto Joshua, See, I have given into thine hand Jericho, and the king thereof, and the mighty men of valor. So now the Lord is saying to Joshua, like, I gave you this area. I gave you this land. You see, I am with you. Like, this is very, very important to understand. Like, it's very, very important for blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans to understand that in order for us to get through anything, the Lord has to be with us. Meaning we have to serve the Lord. For the Lord to be with us, we have to serve him. We have to be under him and serve him. We have to serve we have to serve the God of Israel in order for the Most High to be with us. Verse 3. And ye shall compass the city, all ye men of war, and go round about the city once. Thus shalt thou do this 6 days. So you shall. So the Lord is saying, go into the city and compass the city. All right. Verse 4. And 7 priests shall bear before the ark 7 trumpets of rams' horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow with the trumpets. So this is what the Lord is telling the children of Israel to do. 7 priests will bear before the ark 7 trumpets of ram horns. And the 7th day ye shall compass the city 7 times, and the priest shall blow with the trumpets. So meaning on the 7th day, this is what's all going to happen. The priest will blow the trumpets. That is a sign to either to move or not move or go out to war. You can find that precept in Numbers chapter 10. Now verse 5. And it shall come to pass that when they make a long blast with the ram's horn, and when you hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout, and the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and all the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. So this is what's going to happen. Right? This is what's going to happen. Alright? This is what's going to happen. This is what the Lord said was going to happen. When you guys blow those ram horns, right? When you hear the sound of the trumpet, all the people shall shout with a great shout. Meaning all the people shall hear that sound too, and they're going to shout. And the wall of the city shall fall down flat, and the people shall ascend up every man straight before him. Verse 6. And Joshua the son of Nun called the priests, and said unto them, Take up the ark of the covenant, and let 7 priests bear 7 trumpets of ram horns before the ark of the Most High. So this is what we're also supposed to do before we go into Jericho. Like, these are orders given to Joshua and to the children of Israel to do, right, when it comes to compassing Jericho, taking over Jericho. Remember, this is the land that the Lord promised our forefathers. Like, that's something very, very important to understand. Verse 7. And he said unto the people, Pass on and compass the city, and let him that is armed pass on before the ark of the Most High. All right. So now this is when. So now to explain this, like, this is the Lord giving orders to the children of Israel to compass Jericho. Jericho is one of the cities that we know now within the land of Israel. It's very important to understand that the land of Israel, which was once called the land of Canaan, this land was promised to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and that's what we have to understand. That land that's right now in Joshua, this land is filled with heathens, and the Most High wants to utterly destroy them and kick them out, because this is not the land for them, but this is the land this is the land that the Most High promised to our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Like the Lord chose a certain nation of people to have this land. No different from how the Lord chose a certain people out of all the nations on the earth to be his own people. All right, this is something very to understand. All right. So with that, I say Imadium. All right. Imadium, which means to stand. Only us up here. La Yasha'Allah. This will be the time that the priests come up. All right, this is the time the priests come up and salute the Torah. Imadium, which means to stand. That's everybody. Wapanya Hakwadam, and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. The east is this way. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Qudash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakufka, Daba'a, Batazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Nathunanawa, Lacham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakanawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawaf Yanawa, Wala'a, Dabaya'anawa, Banasayawan, Abal, Hawashaynawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wata'apara, La Awalamyam, Aman. In the English, Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever, so be it. We're going to do Hakak, the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh, Baba Kwasha, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Lava Pa'a, Chal Makala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamadazarayim, Hakak, Lahakuyim, Hamathim, Hakak, Al-Rakawa, Hatama'ala, Lagarashan, Bahashim Yahusha, the water mud. In the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'a, Ayanya, All-Hohoyim, Ma'ayan, Yaba'a, Izoria, Ma'aim, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Wa'arataza, Al-Yathan, Lamawat, Regalika, Al-Yanawam, Shamorka, Hana, La'a, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yashun, Shawamar, Yasha'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalika, Al Yad, Yumyanka, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makalrai, Yashamor, Afnapashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Taza'afka, Wabawa'aka, Ma'ita, Wa'aid, Awalam, Aman. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in, from this time forth and even forevermore, so be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, al damaya laka, al takarash, wa al tashakwat, al kayahana, awayab yaka, yahama yawan, woman ashanayaka, nasha'awa, ra'ash, al aimaka, ya irayamwa, sawad, wayata ya'ai tazawa, al tazapawanyaka, amarwa, lakawa, wanakakida, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yasha'ala, Aiwad, Kaya, Nawa'ai Tazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Awyaka, Barya, Yakarathwa, Ahaya, Adawam, Wayashama'aliyam, Mawa'aba, Wahagariam, Gabor, Wa'aimawan, Wa'aimalak, Palashat, Am Yashabya, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarawai, Labanya Lawak, Salah, Aisha Laham, Kamadian, Kasayasara'a, Kayabyan, Banafal, Kwayashwan, Nashimadwa, Ba'ayanda Ara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shagatamwa, Narayabawa, Ka'ira, Wakaza'aba, Wakazabak, Wakatazalmanai, Kal, Nasayakamwa, Ashar, Amarwa, Nayirasha, Lanawa, Af, Na'awa, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shagatamwa, Kagalgala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raha, Ka'ash, Daba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Hoyam, Khan, the Radatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasawapaka, Tabahalam, Mala'a, Panyaham, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Aya'ai, Wayahaparwa, Wayabadwa, Wayada'aiwa, Kaya, Atha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Al Yawan, Al, Kal, Rataza, Aman. In the English, keep not thy silence, O Yahweh, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, for they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites, of Moab, and the Hazarenes, Gabor, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asher also is joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisera, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kisan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make the nobles like Oreb, and like Ze'ed, yea, all their princes, as Zabah, and as Zalmunna, who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the winds, as the fire burneth for wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded, and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame, and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the Most High over all the earth. So be. The blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, wa Yahweh Shai, wa Mayaka'ala, wa Alahayim, Matazab Ya'ah, Alawat Yahana, Ha Alawatiyim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Kudazayanyim, Ha Koyayalyim, wa Awafyim, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, the Wadaman. In the English, bless you Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters, Yahweh, In the name of Yahushua, thank you, so be it. We're going to do the prayer of the curses. Blessed are you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living, Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers, and the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the heathen, and shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment and destruction to the Edomites and the nations, and the drug dealers, the court system, the prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Egyptology, Aryan Nation, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street, open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channels, and the radio channels. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift destruction to all the heathen that stand in the way or try to stop us from broadcasting the words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Let loose all the plagues. Cause them to go to and fro through the earth and consume them. Let the plagues shake the house of the thief and the murderer. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and punish all the heathens that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that is the angels that have done it. Cause it to be spread through the media, throughout the whole world. Cause them to shake out thy covenant. In the name of Yahushua, thank you always, so be it. We're going to get blessed Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh, Ma'ashim Yahushua, Barak Lenawa, Wa Yasha'ala, Wahaba Yasapayim, Barak, Ba'ah, Magan, Hagan, Ba'ashim Yahushua, the water of Mun. What we just said in the English, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones in the name of Yahushua. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. The outwalking can now be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give a curse salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Ahmadi, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Brakatham, Yana Matah, Sar, La'agwakin, turn to the sisters. Agwakin, Ahmadi, you can now stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give a curse salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Madam Shabbat, Ahmadi, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahushua, it's like Yahweh Shema, Alathan, Ba'ashim, Yahushua, Yonder Matah. With that, class dismissed.